When the silence of the Dutch government is deafening, we can only be ashamed. Ashamed of the spineless government of the Netherlands keeping silent. When the leader of the biggest political party of the nation, Mr. Geert Wilders, and his extreme right PVV decide to visit an alleged war criminal, which has arrest warrants given out for him by the ICC, visiting a man which created the ultra-right Knesset just to keep himself out of prison. Mr. Wilders decided to visit a nation of which the whole world sees is committing genocide. Visiting stolen land like an attraction of a people that are being ethnically cleansed. Visiting a man who is prosecuted in his own land for extreme misuse of power, bribery and more. Mr. Wilders doesn't look like he's against genocide at all. He hides the truth under the false flags of self-defense to be able to sleep at night, just like his friend Mr. Netanyahu. And the same spell he put on his colleagues in government, successfully. Never has he made any hesitation in defending what Israel does. At least he doesn't make a secret out of it. And this visit crowns his belief in Israel's truth, and with that, the killing of the Palestinian people. He spits in the face of the International Court. He spits in the face of all human rights groups, the United Nations, and all that have presented many proofs of crimes against humanity. And what does our government say or do about this? Absolutely nothing. They close their eyes out of fear. Fear! How spineless could a government be? I can tell you, if any other person in government would even have a relationship just business-wise with a leader which has an arrest warrant against him, the world would have exploded, especially if he or she was a person of color. The double standard is shameful, staggering, disgusting. And these double standards are now introduced on all levels of the political agenda in the Netherlands, which is causing serious tensions in our society. The Netherlands are in decay, and society is slowly collapsing under the pressure of the ultra-right leadership. Open discrimination of people with different ethnic backgrounds and religious beliefs, of which the main target is the Islam and the Muslims. What keeps our society together? It's the people that in great numbers are distancing themselves from this ultra-right government. The Netherlands will show that the power is to the people, and the people will stand up for justice, with or without them. And our resistance is not in violence or aggression, but from love and compassion. You will see the beauty of the Dutch people again. We are diverse, we are compassionate, loving and strong, and we will not move. Underneath the eyes of the world, the genocide is unfolding, all due to unconditional support, which is created because of the unbearable feeling of guilt of what was done in the Second World War in the West. And by simple cowardness of the rest of the world. Spineless leadership is what the common man has to endure in these times of distress. And look and behold now, Mr. Netanyahu speaks to the world about Syria. How dare you speak of a regime of tyranny when you are one of the biggest war criminals in these times? And you have an arrest warrant against you. Then you want to take full credit for the liberation of Syria. Do you have no shame? Do you think the world will send you some milk and cookies now? Or rather some cigars and expensive champagne for your wife Sarah? A beast has run away to Russia like a coward, running away for his actions. But it takes one to recognize one, don't you think, Mr. Netanyahu? You could not even wait for the airplane with Assad to leave before you started stealing the Golan Heights already. The whole world is watching you. You call it temporary, just as temporary as the lands you stole of the Palestinian people and Gaza right now. We saw the hand of peace that you sent with your airstrikes in Syria. Nobody's waiting for that hand of peace you are sending. Then you claim that different groups, if they choose to live in peace with Israel, won't have anything to fear. But it is you who's bringing hell and destruction to the region. Shame on you for pointing to others while committing genocide. And my government? My government keeps silent, keeps quiet. And I'm ashamed for this silence, so I speak. Maybe nobody will see. Maybe nobody will hear. But I will never hold back my voice for justice. For the love of the world and the love of my nation, the Netherlands, we will overcome.